All right, guys, we are on release notes here. We are on version 12.5.1.3. I was able to download it on my Model Y just about a day ago. So we're gonna go for a little drive here. I guess I gotta get out of this little grass patch here. All right, and we're off. So the biggest difference, it seems, on the recent updates here, for July and August have been, besides needing to keep your hands on the wheel and it being able to read your eyes to know you're paying attention, besides that, which that's huge, makes a big difference in just the comfort level of using FSD. Besides that, what seems to be the biggest difference is just like the naturalness of, how it approaches stop signs, or merges, or goes around traffic, or changes speed limits. It's kind of just the naturalness in how it handles situations instead of like long pauses or jerkiness, clunkiness, not being able to make decisions, or just getting stuck behind traffic and just staying in that lane forever. It's got a more natural, it's AI, that's what it is. The machine is actually able to make its own decisions, which is crazy, So that's gotten a lot better recently. Getting out of the way of things in the road, stuff like that. It seems to be more decisive at stop signs or red lights, where you're waiting to, you're stopping at a red light to make a turn. It's more decisive on that. Speaking of AI and it making the FSD making its own decisions, it blows my mind that it's able to understand like who you should let cut in front of you and continue, and who you should not stop for and continue your drive. Like, for example, if there's no one in front of you and you're just going your speed and there's a car here to the right, trying to enter onto the road, and won't let them. But if there's a lot of traffic and you're stopped and you have a little bit of space, it'll give that car some space and let him go in front of you and go. Whether that's like someone leaving a parking lot or whatever, like, it knows based on like how fast you're going if you should let that person go or if you should continue to go, if that makes sense. And that's blown my mind the last week. There was one time where I was like, no, I want to go. So I stepped on the gas because I was trying to be a little bit more aggressive. But, the AI kind of knows who it should stop for and let go and who it shouldn't. Which is just so mind-blowing, Obviously, that's something that's needed if cars are going to be autonomous. But just the idea of a car being like, oh, I'm going slow in traffic and I have a little bit of room, I'm not going to block your lane. I'm going to keep this lane in front and let you go. Just mind-blowing. And then speaking of that, we were at a red light, we were backed up, and the car didn't, oh man, it's actually making a mistake here. It's in the wrong lane to turn. Oof. I'll get back on my subject, but we're actually supposed to go left, but we're in the wrong lane. So we're gonna see if it makes, you know, we're not in the right lane, but we're gonna see if we turn left anyway, even though we're in the wrong lane. So we'll see how that goes. Huh. Let's see. What I was getting at is the car knows, like, if it's being backed up in traffic, not to block off any, like, other people, you know, trying to leave a street. You know, it'll leave room between you and the car in front if there's a road to the right or left, or someone trying to leave a parking lot. So yeah, that's the AI there. It's going, okay, we're stuck in traffic, we're not going anywhere, we're not going to block off this lane, and we are going to go left. Ooh, we almost hit that guy, but the car knew not to. All right. So we weren't allowed to turn there. The car did it anyway, but it was able not to smash into the guy in front of us. So that's interesting. I have noticed that a lot in Vancouver here. I've been working and living here the last week or two, and I have noticed more than other areas that the FSD in this area in Vancouver, just Vancouver, Washington, you know, really gets confused on the map. I'm not sure what that is. I thought, you know, 12.5.1.3 would fix that a little bit, you know, but there seems to be some confusion, like, on the map where to go, and like you just saw there. But, you know, the Tesla FSD, it's constantly, all the Teslas on the road are constantly collecting data and feeding it back to Tesla and Tesla supercomputers, you know, to know what streets are what. And it's impossible for it to know, like, everything, like, you know, everywhere to turn, like, if that's got 2 lanes going left, if it's in that lane, like we just saw. So, you know, that just comes with more time and collecting more data to have a better idea of, like, just the map, you know. And obviously it's better in bigger cities, worser in smaller cities where there's less cars collecting data. But that's just gonna get better, you know. So I would assume, like, in a couple years, if I did that same turn up there, it wouldn't have that same mistake, you know. It would know, like, okay, in this area, these 2 lanes go right, you can't turn left on this lane. Let's see if it can thread the needle between these 2. Yep, easy. Waiting for this car to go. We'll see if it shoots the gap here before these cars up here, and it didn't. It's a little tentative. Let's see if it does it now. You can see the car's getting ready to go even before that maroon car right there was even done passing us, which I think is new. You know, instead of waiting completely for that car to be gone then turning, lately I've noticed the FSD starts to make its turn before the cars passed us, which gives us an extra couple seconds to, you know, beat the cars. Oh, and it's gonna park for me? Is it gonna park for me? I don't know what it's doing. You can't see it, but we are not. Yeah, the car's still trying to move forward or something, and there's a car in front of me. I don't know what it's doing. Maybe this is just where the pin registers to be, and that's exactly where we are. Maybe when I mark the location for this grocery store, this is like the center of the map here, so this is where it's thinking it needs to stop. But yeah, we are not parked. We're still in drive, and we're like halfway in between a parking station. So let's reverse here. Looking at the camera, I'm driving now. And we can self-park here, click that, start, and it's gonna self-park for us. That's something that I hope improves with FSD in the future is, okay, get me to my location and find me parking. Right now you have to do it manually. If you drive, or if you let FSD drive you to a location, it will not find a spot for you and park. At least from what I've seen. So yeah, I just had to kind of do it manually. I had to, you know, get it off FSD and then click to self park. But hopefully one day it'll do that for us. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Pretty easy ride, but we were able to see a couple things there, and I'm gonna test it out more, the new update. So keep your eyes on the channel, and we'll push it, you know, we'll push its boundaries even higher. And thanks for watching.